Arena here in London as Frank Warren presents a big night of action coming your way, brought to you by Queensberry Promotions and sponsored by Raynham Steel, Coral, JD Sports, and Man Up Gym Wear. This bout of the ring is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is John Handlar, along with the Commonwealth Boxing Commission representative Stephen Hiscox. Introducing our three judges scoring this bout, all from England. From Doncaster, Michael Alexander. From Birmingham, Terry O'Connor. And from Twickenham, Marcus McDonald. Our third man to the ring, our referee in charge, will be giving instructions after the introductions, Phil Edwards. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the British and Commonwealth Welterweight Championship. Introducing to you first on my left, the challenger fighting out of the red corner, wearing camouflage trunks, hailing from Penge, London, England. His weight, 10 stone, 6 pounds, 2 ounces, or 146 1/4 US pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 18 wins, no losses, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Ranked the WBA number 11 world contender. Please welcome the undefeated WBA Intercontinental Welterweight Champion, Bradley Skeete. And his opponent across the ring, the defending champion on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with gold trim. He weighed in at 10 stone, 6 pounds, 8 ounces, or 146 1/2 US pounds. His record, 20 wins, 1 loss, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. As England's first ever world amateur boxing champion, he is currently ranked number 9 contender in the world by the IBF. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the British welterweight champion from Birmingham, England, introducing Frankie Gavin. Once again, our third man of the ring, Phil Edwards.
Okay, gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Remember, defend yourselves at all times. Watch your heads when anything close. Touch gloves, good luck.
Some people have said this could be a chess match. Maybe Bradley Skeete has other ideas. Perhaps he's going to go in there looking to throw big shots at Gavin. He thinks he's going to stop Gavin. Questions now to be answered. Kell Brook, Amir Khan, the elite at this level, at the world level, at the British level. This is what it's all about, Gavin and Skeete. Skeete stands 6'1", 3 inches taller than Gavin, and he does jab beautifully when he gets into a rhythm.
Yeah, he does, and he's been full of confidence lately as well, hasn't he, Skeete? You know, not just people going on about the power, it's just knowing when to plant his feet and just land with a bit more weight. You know, he's never going to be a KO artist, but he's been really effective, uses his reach very well, and he's turned out to be a better fighter than certainly I thought when I first seen him turn pro.
He's been sparring John Ryder and Andy Lee, both big lads.
Yeah, really big lads. Well, John Ryder would probably be more effective just with the southpaw stance, physical strength. I know Andy Lee's a southpaw, but he's tall, isn't he, like Skeete? Good right hand there from Bradley.
Nothing from Gavin so far. A lot at stake, you suspect, for both these guys here. Maybe particularly Frankie Gavin. Oh, he's clipped by a right hand there.
Yeah, again, Skeete really really focused, isn't he?
Really whipped in a quality right hand, Bradley Skeete.
Gavin, as you know, got exceptional timing, really good boxing on him. You usually would have thought a height is a factor, but not usually with someone like Gavin, who's boxed big, tall fighters, different from around the world as an amateur and mastered them, but struggling to find the range in this first round.
He's going to have to... Oh, that's another good right hand from Bradley Skeete. That's twice in the opening couple of minutes of this fight. Good left-hand lead from Skeete, who's bossing these early exchanges. Not a deal from Gavin.
And they're stepping on each other's feet. I don't even see it on the TV, but they're stepping on each other's feet continuously. Both trying to get that territorial advantage for the backhand. And Skeete is having more success with it at the moment. And you sort of felt it was going to be a tactical fight, didn't you, the first few rounds before he warmed up. Oh, again, good work from Skeete.
Great concentration from Bradley Skeete in the early stages here. A glittering amateur career from Frankie Gavin. Skeete didn't really have anything like that sort of amateur pedigree, but he's progressed well as a professional. And despite the fact that Gavin's got through with a couple of shots in the closing stages of this round, Bradley Skeete's probably done enough to have taken the first 3 minutes.
Do you know what? That's a great round for Bradley Skeete. Absolutely excellent for his confidence and everything.
Those right hands, I think this is the first one he whipped in.
But they've studied Gavin, haven't they? When he throws that long southpaw left hand to the body, and they've realised just taking a little lean back, coming through with that right hand, and it worked every time.
He's going to try the hook. So now put your hand a little bit higher for me. Change the hand to there to mid-range for me, yeah? This was our game plan. His face is already getting marked up. Maybe when he comes in, that little right uppercut, okay? Yeah? Listen, he ain't your superstar, son. Listen, come on, let's get on what we do. Let's think about what we do.
Tom Cheney with Frankie Gavin.
We need this round here. We need to really water them on.
His old amateur trainer. Alan Smith was the man telling Skeete that Gavin already marking up. And he is as well. Grazing and swelling underneath his right eye. Good round that was for Skeete.
Oh, brilliant round for him. Just what he needed. He'll be brimming. We said he was full of confidence, but he really will be brimming full of confidence now. Just needs to keep that concentration level up at all times. Can't give someone like Gavin, who's a sharp counter puncher,
you could get 3-1 on Skeete to win this fight. Gavin almost a prohibitive favourite, but he's not looking like one at the moment.
I think Gavin needs a double jab. Just to get a little bit closer with the backhand.
Good jab again from Skeete. It's really sharp. Gavin just not finding his range. Yet.
No. Left hand to the chest there from Gavin.
And a good jab. Needs to settle into this fight, the Birmingham fighter. Used to going the championship distance, of course, Gavin. He's done it on 6 occasions.
Well, Skeete, with that little twitchy movement with his shoulders, just stopping Gavin from committing. But not doing too much himself, Bradley Skeete, but keeping I understand you don't want to take any risks, and I understand that. Nice jab there.
Jab again from Skeete, catching him right on that bruised right eye as he came in. Gavin has managed to find the range, though, with a couple of body shots. That's lovely from Skeete.
Yeah, good work, and spinning off as well there from Bradley Skeete. And a good jab again. Anyone's wrong at the moment.
Jab again from Skeete, who at the moment is outboxing the boxer. Lovely work. That's better from Gavin.
That's where you got to work away, Gavin. Once he lands with that body shot, you got to come back with the hook, the right hook over the top.
Gavin's eye swelling, Barry. The right eye is just starting to swell a little.
It's a bad sign, isn't it? Especially with the southpaw with it against a good jabber like Skeete.
Not good at an early stage. It's not a sprint, this.
That's better from Gavin, though.
Always going to be a long fight, you sensed.
You've got to keep that head moving, Gavin, when he's coming forward.
This little straight right hand from Skeete, beaten to the jab again there by Gavin. Interesting round and a closer round.
Yeah, I'll give Gavin that round for me. John coming forward, I just think he had landed with a few more punches than Skeete, and that was only it really, just landed with a few more. The quality was very similar on both guys.
Please. I don't think so, no. It's a making talk. You gotta throw more. When you get there, go. Lay down this from a punch.
I don't know him.
Yeah, it's just him.
No,
you've got a bruise. You've got a bruise, you have. It's under the eye, it's no big deal. It's under the eye, it's no big deal. By throwing punches, mate. Come on. That's what we did in the second round.
Working away on that eye to try and take the swelling out of it.
Did you know you're throwing singles? Yeah, yeah, come on. No, keep there, keep there. Keep there, mate, please.
Kerry Case, who's advised him since the amateur days, working away in that corner with Tom Cheney.
Second up, round 3.
It's interesting, this. Skeete taking the first one, and on Barry's card, Frankie Gavin taking the second.
But the second was close, but the first wasn't close. The first was all Skeete, clearly. Second a little bit closer.
Better from Gavin. Lost to another British fighter, Frankie Gavin, for something like a decade, and he hasn't lost to anybody since 2006 before going down. But Skeete has a lot of belief.
Yeah, but he stopped throwing that right hand, Skeete. Maybe because Gavin stopped throwing his left hand, maybe that's the reason why, but the punch he was having most success with in the first round is
Bradley's best win, maybe, I suppose, that victory against Colin Lynes.
Yeah.
Frankie Gavin, well, he's fought against, he's got wins against Junior Witter, Denton Vassell, Bradley Price, Barnes. You know, I mean, there's a lot of names on that record.
And in hindsight, Curtis Widows could have been the winning British title. I know, yeah, we forget, don't we?
Curtis gave him a hard night.
At the time, we didn't think much of it, and you know, looking back now, Curtis being a British champion and all. No one looking to overcommit.
Gavin just starting to find the range a bit more with that left hand. Getting in with a couple of body shots.
But the thing is, unless someone lands with a clear punch, rounds like this are hard to score, aren't they? And you would tend to think that judges might go for the guy who's trying to make the fight.
I did suggest before it started, was it going to be a bit of a chess match? It's certainly not turning out to be a blitz, but that's a solid left hand from Gavin.
Yeah, he landed it, didn't quite land as clean as you would like, but he still landed with it.
Seems to have done a decent job on that swelling on the eye, and no significant deterioration in this round. I think Skeete's been able to hit the target.
He landed with a jab there, Skeete, but so did Gavin. Looks like Gavin maybe just looks like he's found his range a little bit better in this round. Two thinking fighters, isn't it? So it's going to be hard for either one to overcommit.
You heard Tom Cheney in the Frankie Gavin corner just telling his fighter to come on, raise your work rate, start letting those punches go. You do enough to take that one, Gavin?
Yeah, I think Gavin nicked that one. Just being a little bit busier on the front foot.
More aggressive and push him back with that double jab. You won't counter 3 or 4 shots. You won't counter. You're just waiting for that count. You know you're single. You're looking for that body. Bring him up to the head first. Yeah.
I'm winning now.
It's nothing in it. It's close. It's close. Probably even. Probably even either way. Nothing's happening, and he's getting a little counter off of that. You're waiting too long. There's not enough being done. There is not enough being done, and it will slip around, and you'll get frustrated. Be educated. Push him back with the double jab, and then go, and I want him to push him in. Yeah, come on. Making him walk around the ring, step across the middle. Good boy, but you want to nick the next round and no, I told you. Yeah. You want to be 3 rounds in front of the first one. Let's go, Brad.
Well, they think that another round, as you heard there from Alan Smith, going to put Bradley Skeete back in front. Frankie Gavin's trainer Tom Cheney telling him quite clearly there's nothing in it and demanding that he ups his work rate.
Yeah, but you can sort of understand both corners. You certainly understand Bradley Skeete sort of thinking that he's ahead, because he's boxing really, really well. Disciplined, good jab there from Skeete.
They wanted the early advantage. They had it in the first round, but Gavin has settled down more now.
Yeah, but the only clear round was the first, wasn't it? Which was just Skeete. The other two being close.
Yeah, not impossible, of course, that the judges could score the rounds level. We kind of try to avoid that, but it does happen. Next fight coming up for you, the one which has commanded a lot of media attention. Billy Joe Saunders against Chris Eubank Jr. Fighters making their final preparations behind the scenes.
Good left hand there from Gavin. Good jab there also from Skeete.
Very technical sort of fight, this one at the moment, Barry.
Yeah, and each one's paying the other one back when he has to take a shot, paying it back straight away.
Allen just trying to bully Skeete a little more in this round. Low punch, left hand. Referee Phil Edwards won't stand for it, and he'll give Bradley Skeete time.
Good jab there from Gavin. Skeete there just skimming him with the uppercut as well as he come forward.
Left hand to the chest of Skeete there. Great power, and that's better from Gavin. Good sharp jab, needs more.
Yeah, because Skeete landed with the jab, but Gavin walked through it to get his punch on the target. And again, it's still another close round, isn't it? But you just tend to think, you know, if you're on the back foot, you think you've got to win the rounds quite clear.
Nice right hand inside from Gavin, working more effectively at close quarters than Skeete. Not seen that right hand of Skeete almost did there. It's blocked.
It's because Gavin's not committing with his backhand. That's what it is. As much as he was in the first round. That's good from Skeete.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for.
Yep. But you've got to have that front foot on the outside to get that shot off effectively.
A good round, close round.
Yeah, get another Gavin round for me. I think that's probably Gavin's clearest round to date. So it could be anything, couldn't it?
Well, you've got it 3 rounds to 1 to Gavin now.
It could easily be the other way though, John.
Listen, maintain this now, maintain it.
Yeah? Don't do your own.
Don't do your own, mate. Don't jump off.
We're not running either.
Nothing's easy, but you throw numbers. One more punch.
Keep your head still, please. Keep your head still.
Get on the outside of him and then whip yours in as he throws it. Whip it, it'll be underneath, be wide open, yeah?
Kerry Kay's the respectable guy on the far side working on that eye.
Yeah.
Keep still, mate. Keep still. Keep still.
Long associated with Ricky Hatton. Not in the closing stages of his career, but for a significant part of it. Expert in the world of nutrition. Nice fella as well.
Yeah, really nice boy. And knows his stuff.
Rather good at it as well. He was driving around in a rather flash Bentley last time I checked. Which suggests that he's not doing too badly.
Yeah, this is CMP product, isn't it? That's what makes his money from. Gavin coming forward, landing with some good backhands, but Skeete still be able to get that right uppercut into play. Not the right straight right as it was in the first round, but the uppercut's landing.
Gavin being told by his corner, you've got to be first, you've got to be seen to be the man who's the aggressor. Nice right hand from Skeete. If you were in that Skeete corner, what would you be saying? What would you be saying to, if these rounds are slipping away from him, how does he turn it?
Well, it's close. I think you want to go back to trying to get that sharp right hand counter every time Gavin throws a punch. But I'd try a few feints, I would. Trying to draw the lead of Gavin.
Nice from Gavin. Backhand was accurate. Found the target.
Good jab from Skeete.
Just being outworked, I sense, at this stage, though, Skeete.
Yeah, just a little bit, isn't it? He's not being overwhelmed or anything, you know, but it's still close to his edge. So Gavin landing a little bit more frequency now in each round, so it looks like at the moment.
He's just toying a little with the jab, not quite throwing it with the authority that he did. And Gavin's starting to find the range with the left hand. Gavin just having a word with the referee, a little bit worried maybe that he was going to be given another ticking off. Phil Edwards has already given him a warning for that low blow. Better from Skeete. There's a quality jab as well, following it up.
Really good jab from Skeete. Needs more of that, doesn't he? I think you said, John, he's been pouring with the jab for most of this round, and that solid jab he threw there is showing that he can have effect with it. But
if he's going to win this fight, he's going to have to find more punches like that, because 5 rounds gone now, and Gavin seems to be easing further ahead.
Yeah, even if you give some of the other rounds to Skeete, you've got to think that Gavin's won the last couple quite clear.
I wouldn't argue with your assessment of 4-1.
No, it could easily be 3-2, or it could possibly be 3-2 the other way. But Gavin's won. All I know for sure is that Bradley Skeete won the first round clear, and Frankie Gavin's won the last 2 rounds clear. And the second and thirds could have gone either way.
Well, the totals aren't quite right there, but the scoring there is. It's 49-46. Apparently that is a 6. Looks like an 8 on my monitor. Into the 6th round. And Gavin, as we near the halfway stage of this fight, looks as though he's ahead, at least the way we're seeing it. It's a better jab from Skeete. Needs to find more, needs to throw that with authority.
Except for the shifting movement in the shoulders there from Skeete, which has been effective, but it's stopped Gavin from overcommitting. But he's not. The sharp reaction, the sharp counter punching is just slowed down a little bit from Skeete, and that was keeping. Well, that's good. That's good work though from Skeete right there.
He walked into that, Gavin.
Yeah. Well,
solid left hand.
But Gavin, because the way Gavin is, because he's such a thinking fighter, he won't walk into punches. He'll reassess. So, and that gives Skeete the advantage then to move on a little bit.
We heard him between rounds as well, asking his corner how they scored it. He wants to know as he goes along. And since he was told there was nothing in it, he has, for me, upped his work rate and boxing more effectively.
Oh, lovely. Lovely work there from Skeete. Missed with the jab, but just still committed with the combination. So Gavin lovely there, reaching down.
Gavin trying to be seen as the one who's on the front foot, forcing the fight.
Well, he is, but he's been picked off this round, I think. It's better from Gavin. And again. Oh, brilliant from Skeete. Right
Good
hand.
footwork.
Yeah, spinning off. It overemphasises the shot. The nice little left hand back there from Gavin. And a jab again from Skeete. Just good stuff.
Not always toe-to-toe wars fights. Sometimes they just have to show that they have the superior technique, and Gavin, we think, is just about prevailing, but Skeete may be coming back in this round.
I think it's been a decent round for Skeete. Again, another close round.
That's a good shot from Gavin, though. Solid jab from Skeete. It's that sort of the fight at the moment.
Good jab.
And one straight back. What's impressing the three wise men? Marcus McDonald sitting next to us, Michael Alexander, Terry O'Connor. They're the ones sitting in judgment.
That's it. No respect, Brad. No, showing him too much respect.
Yeah.
1 to 10.
What?
It's round 7.
Yeah.
You want a nickel this round, yeah?
Yeah.
Hit him with that right upcut, but right upcut left foot. Don't wait for it, yeah? He's come on to it all day long, Brad. Hit him. Pull away now. You've got it in the tank. Don't wait till the last 2 rounds. Come on. Yeah? Put it in that thingy. Show him no. Go to that centre ring and don't let him push you back. Hit him and change like that. That big right uppercut, okay, yeah? You see when he chucks it, he don't like it, son.
Round 7.
Round 7, come on.
Now, Barry's your time.
Round 7 coming up, and on Barry's card, Frankie Gavin leading by 4 rounds to 2. Into the second half of the fight now. It's a good shot there from Gavin. But Skeete had a modicum of success as well and was starting to find the target with the right hand. Want him to find that uppercut, Skeete. With the right hand. Bradley Skeete's only gone the 12-round distance on one occasion. Starting to look as though it could well go the distance here. Old Skeete sold 70,000 quid's worth of tickets for this fight. There's the uppercut that he's looking for.
He is a really popular kid, a really good ticket seller. That much we know is true. Good jab there from Skeete.
And doubling up.
You see, when they're both thinking so much and no one's overcommitting, in these small margins, then you get, as the countdown goes, you're almost waiting for someone to land a clean punch to nick the round.
Well, they're talking in the corners, aren't they, about nicking rounds rather than going out and blasting guys out. It's not that sort of fight. Skeete's doing well in this 7th. Jabbing nicely.
Gavin's putting a lot of pressure on him with the feet, isn't he?
Not really landing too much clean, though, no. Gavin, in this round.
But Skeete is a back-foot fighter, so you think he'd be relatively comfortable.
That's a nice right hand from Bradley Skeete.
That's a lovely well-timed right hand. That's like one of the ones we've seen in the first round. That sharpness back again.
Right hand from Gavin. Was it blocked by the arm? Did it find the distance? Did it find the range? The right hand lead did.
Gavin landed with a body shot, but Skeete also landed with a nice little left hook as well.
Gavin seems to have not letting the punches go quite as he was. And these are decent jabs from Skeete. Oh, another solid right hand.
Lovely.
And he felt the weight of that.
He did, yeah, cut right in his heels there, didn't it? Just making him lose balance slightly.
Legs didn't stiffen, but he certainly felt the weight of the punch.
Struggling to find the range again, though.
Good round this for Bradley Skeete.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's been a really good round. Needed a couple of good rounds. He's had them. Excellent work from Bradley Skeete.
And good defensively as well there. Gavin, a slick fighter, coming forward, trying to throw the left hand and made to look clumsy as he did so. Really good round for Bradley Skeete.
Pull away. It's 8. Alright. You've got 5 rounds left. You need to win every single one of them. You need to dig so deep. Come on. You win it, you're back in it, but you're 2 rounds behind. You're 2 rounds behind. But that is what you need to do. Push it in his heart. Don't give him any respect. Listen, he isn't where you are, son, in fitness. Yeah? 1 to 10. Push that punches in his face as hard as you can. No respect, Brad. Come on, yeah. But you're not working enough. You've got to take it away from him. Have another 2.
They reckon that he's 2 rounds behind. We've got it just the 1 round behind. It's a lovely shot, that right hand.
Yeah, he boxed well there, he really did. Patient, but then when he seen the gaps, he exploited it and improved in confidence from it. He needs to get this fight back in his favour now.
Close fight. And a lot of the rounds have been close. It's that sort of fight.
Yeah, it really has.
So while we say Gavin's a round ahead, you know, a lot of those rounds are very close, and the points could be, it's the sort of fight where you could get one judge quite significantly different from another.
Yeah, it could be massive margins. Good shot there from Gavin. Skeete getting one, doing the right thing though, Skeete there, just tucking his Gavin club into his elbow. No one's been able to land with a combination of shots here. I think only 2 punches at a time at best. It's usually just single shots.
Well, it's getting to the stage of the fight, isn't it? They're still saying they can box your way in, but to be absolutely certain, some stage in the next round or 2, they're going to have to go for it a little more. Nice left hand from Gavin. Not sure you saw that land from the position of the referee, but trust me, it did.
Yeah, so did that jab there to Skeete.
Is Bradley Skeete the fitter man, as Alan Smith was suggesting? Would that be a factor?
Well, it's not exactly a war of attrition, though, is it? So, you know, I think
no.
they'll both be quite comfortable with the pace of the fight. But mentally draining, because they're both thinking constantly, both looking for the openings.
Another good right hand from Skeete.
Oh, good work there from Gavin, though. Nice jab there. Nice flurry of light punches, but they were still hitting the target.
Looking like it's going to go the distance. Bulk of support in this big crowd is for Skeete, who lands with another couple of good looking right hands. Gavin not able to get anything clean, did get low. Maybe a little bit fortunate not to have been given a word again. That's a solid jab from Skeete.
Good work there from Skeete.
Gavin is looking a long way short of his best.
Yeah, this is a very hard round to score, that, John. I think Skeete might just nicked it.
I would give it to Skeete.
I think Gavin had the better start. It looked like he was winning the round for me.
I'm telling you, you didn't do enough. You just got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. That's all you got to do. You're busting him up. You got to work now. Franny's 9. Yeah? You've got 4 rounds left to be the British champion. Don't fucking throw it away by not doing enough. You're fitting him. You've got to push yourself now, yeah? But that backhand's got to stay there on your toes. Big punches with him, yeah? You've not got to let that right hand go with him, son. You've got to let it go, okay? Come on. Let's win another round.
Start opening up with him. Relax and let
You won that round. You're 2 rounds down, though. You need the next 4 rounds to win. Come on.
Well, he's telling him he's behind. Maybe a little bit of psychological work. We've got it level.
He told him he was 2 rounds down the last round.
Yeah, he's been 2 rounds behind several times, according to Alan Smith. And we've got it 4 rounds apiece. But it's that sort of fight. Really close, irrespective of what the final scores ultimately are.
Yeah, you can see the scores being...
It's tight.
You can see the scores being massively different, couldn't you, from all judges.
Nearly 30 seconds here, another punch landed.
And even that last round, Gavin, you know, I thought Gavin was doing the better work for the majority, and in the last sort of 40 seconds, Skeete landed with some lovely combinations, and I think how many clean shots were landed by either, and you've got to just give the nod to Skeete.
Do you detect a lessening of the confidence of Gavin? Do you think he's maybe not quite where he was a year ago?
I don't know, John.
Or is that harsh?
You've got to give Skeete... People will say that, whatever the result. Good right hand there from Skeete. Gavin trying to rush forward there a little bit and got caught coming forward. Skeete's a good fighder, underrated, I think.
And a very much improved fighter.
And he's massive, and he's awkward and horrible for the weight. He's 6 foot, welterweight.
I remember in his early stages, people were saying, this guy's never going to make it. You know, he's got no excitement in his work. It's like watching paint dry. But he's improved, and he throws that jab well, and he has grown in confidence of letting the right hand go as well. And remember, he's up against a really technically accomplished fighter here in Frankie Gavin, and he needed a very good fighter in Bundu to have beaten him.
Feet just getting tangled up there. It looked like Gavin stumbled, like got hurt, but he just feet just getting tangled up. No damage done by either. But, you know, Gavin pushing the fight. I think Skeete's outboxing a little bit from range here.
Gavin's pushing the fight, but is he ranged? Is he actually landing anything of note? Another good jab from Skeete. Out of range again. Looked as though he reached the body of Skeete, but he didn't. He blocked it.
Left hand there though from Frankie Gavin.
Needs more of them.
Yeah, good jab as well there. Beautiful there from Bradley Skeete in return.
Lovely timing from Skeete. And a nice right hand.
Good footwork as well there. Jabs back there though from Gavin.
I'll tell you what, Barry, whoever winds up losing this fight is going to think that they've won it. It's like that.
I think so. Not a hard-fought close, not a hard-fought round, but a close tactical close round.
Who did you give that round to?
I had Bradley Skeete.
Let's have a look. Listen, I need you, anybody else down there.
Frankie, you've got to hold your
Right,
head still.
and then you're holding your breath and just charging in. Yeah. Pushing back with a double jab. He's throwing 4 shots in the round. You got him. Listen, just give it.
Barry now with Bradley Skeete just edging this by a round. But there's nothing in it really, as you hear Tom Cheney saying in that Gavin corner. No doubt that Skeete's been told by Alan Smith, as he has in every round, that he's behind.
Hard to score though, isn't it? Really,
It is. I don't envy the judges this one. It's a real tough one to call. If you're with us, thanks for being here, and you're in for the long haul. 2 big fights still to come. Billy Joe Saunders against Chris Eubank Jr. That's next, and then Derek Chisora against Tyson Fury.
Body shot there from Skeete.
Yeah, I think Gavin felt that. Gavin just complaining to the referee a little. Coral have just told us that the in-play odds for this right now are 6-4 on Gavin, 6-4 against Skeete, 15-2 the draw. So that's how the bookies have got it. Quid on 15-2. Gavin, I guess, has been the one on the front foot. That's sometimes a factor which can sway opinion.
In very close rounds, it is the guy who's trying to make the fight. I guess, you know, to win the fight on the back foot, you have to win clear. But in some of those rounds, even Gavin's punches haven't been clear cut either, have they? You know, he's been just skimming the target himself. And it's similar in this round as well, isn't it? It's a really hard round to call. Good jab there from Skeete and spinning off. Body shot
nice
again.
Body shot again from Gavin, yeah.
And
another.
Good work from Gavin.
Quality body shot from the Birmingham man. Needs more. There's a good straight right from Skeete. And the jab. Gavin's put his foot on the accelerator a little in this 10th round. He's trying to plant his feet and throw his punches with just a little bit more of authority. Oh, good shot from Skeete. Whipped in the right hand. Two more from range. That's where Skeete's so good. Now that is another. I tell you, that is another such a tough round to score. Have you got it?
I got a level. I can't put them. I'm trying to think who can I give that to. Just when you think Gavin done enough at the end there to nick it, and then he comes back and finishes strong.
180 seconds in each round, son. Work for it. He caught you because your chin's up in the air. Just keep pushing it like that with him. Yeah. He's nicking it by being real steely. You turn him, you go back there. Yeah.
There's that uppercut. Yeah. That was the punch of the round from Bradley Skeete.
And that could have very well nicked him that round, John. That's just that last little punch there just before the bell.
Nick this next round, and then we'll do the round after. Let's go. Come on. Hands up right
now. 2 rounds to go, and these 2 rounds, 6 minutes, could well decide it. Right eye of Frankie Gavin has worsened, swelling around it. Skeete virtually unmarked. There's a little bit of bruising around the left eye, but very little. Certainly the visual evidence of these two men. Skeete, when you look at the two guys, and when you look at them as that verdict is announced, as it looks as though it's going to go the distance now, Skeete facially looks as though he's the man who's won this one.
What Skeete's doing, well, he's taking away that Gavin. That's almost Gavin's favourite punch, isn't it? That long left to the solar plexus, and Skeete's taking that away from him from the first round with the sharp right hand counters, and now just a little step back and he throws it. But
may not have been a barnstormer, but it's been interesting, and that's the second time he's been told about low punches. And if he does it again, I think the warning's been issued. If he does it again, there might be the point coming away, and how damaging might that be? Got to say, this is the best performance of Bradley Skeete's career, win or lose.
Yeah, but he's in against the best opponent he's ever faced.
By a distance.
Yeah, and I think I might even have him around the head. In boxing superb. Listen, to be honest, John, even just to keep it close, but I thought that he would have been in it for the first few rounds, and Gavin would have took over. But Skeete's box excellent tonight.
I think Frankie Gavin will look at this bit and he'll be very disappointed by his performance tonight, which might be selling Bradley Skeete short, but I don't doubt that's how Frankie will view it.
Yeah, he's very harsh on himself. Still anyone's fight though right now. and anyone's round again. As always, for the last 10 rounds. At the moment, it could go either way.
Skeete waiting for Gavin to commit himself and trying to whip that right hook in as he does so.
It's good there from Gavin, 0-1-2, and just leaning back, making Skeete fall short.
Gavin might need these last 2 rounds. Is he doing enough to take this 11th? You've got to be reading the riot act at the end of this round, both corners, haven't you, Barry? You've got to be saying, come on, guys, you've got to lay it on the line.
But then, you know, because they're both good counter punches, you overcommit yourself and you're going to get totally outboxed. This little left hand there from Gavin, right hand back again from Skeete.
Better from Gavin. And again. Gavin dominating the last 20 or 30 seconds, and probably by doing that, clinching the round.
Well, that's been the theme of the fight. You could literally just watch the fight from 20 seconds to go and decide the winner then. And so nip and tuck all the way throughout.
Well, we've got it level. All down to the last round on Barry Jones's scorecard. Working on that right eye since the second round. He has been busted up.
Dead level. Dead level. Dead level. Dead level.
Well, they've asked, I think, how we've got it, and you heard it. The voice has come across. They've told him it's dead level. That's how we've got it. Might be all down to these last 3 minutes. Who wants it the more? And are we now going to see him really go toe-to-toe? Good right-hand lead from Gavin. It's come crashing in. Nice little left hand inside also from Gavin.
That right eye almost closed, isn't it, from Frankie Gavin?
Can't mess with the jab now, Skeete. Oh, good shot. And that is no knockdown, needless to say. And a little bit of a moment of, well, is that desperation from Gavin?
Even though you want, oh, good work from Gavin, and a jab back from Skeete. But even though you want either one to just take the fight on the scruff of the neck, they know anyone overcommits and they walk on the shots. And that could be enough to lose the round.
15-2, we had a round or two ago on the draw. Might not be the worst of bets, but that's another good right-hand lead from Gavin.
He's got the better of the first half of this round, hasn't he, so far, Gavin? It's been a disciplined display from Bradley Skeete. He hasn't lost his temper, hasn't panicked.
Gavin has sailed very close to the wind. Oh, good shot from Skeete.
Lovely uppercut. Plenty of success with that tonight. A good shot against the southpaw as well, who leans to the left.
Two of them trying to launch big punches here. Gavin, he's fighting like a man who realises maybe that his big earning career's on the line.
Well, he knows it's close, doesn't he? He didn't think it was coming to this fight, don't think it was going to be a close fight. Oh, good left hand there, though, from Frankie Gavin. He's going to go right down to the last 10 seconds again, isn't he? Whoever he can with the last punch almost.
Into the last 30 seconds. Could still be on a knife edge. Good shots from Skeete.
That's a good 1-2 there from Bradley Skeete. Gavin landing some cuffing punches as well, coming back.
Skeete's finishing fast. Excellent. Good uppercut. Right hand in there. And then back comes
right
Gavin with a solid right hand. Both men knowing it is desperately close and could well be that this last round is deciding it. Skeete thinks he's won, Gavin thinks he's won. You'll have your opinion. It was level, we had it before the last round. Barry, how have you scored that last round?
Oh, John, please. I just hesitated Gavin.
So on your card, it is Gavin by 1 point.
Oh, what a close. Could you get a fight any closer than that?
I don't think I've seen so many rounds which have been as close as that. You know, it was all down to individual interpretation. Really technical fight.
There was about 4 clear rounds, maybe 5 clear rounds where you could have said he won that, probably won that fair enough. Even they won landslides. All the rest of them were just picking rounds, weren't they?
Well, those who like blood and guts, I guess, are going to be saying, well, you know, we'd like to see more big punches thrown, but you can't deny the fascination of that contest. But who is it? Who's taken it? Well,
you could see them, couldn't you? The way their brain, they're both working, thinking about what they've done in the gyms. Especially Bradley Skeete was thinking, stick to the plan, stick to my plan, stick to my tactics. And you can see Gavin trying to think, let me draw the lead of him, trying to work out what he's doing and footwork, and you can just see their brains working over. So in that way, it was fascinating.
Neither man knows, they're not sure. Jimmy Lennon Jr. has got the verdict, and he's going to read it out momentarily. Has Frankie Gavin got it? Has Bradley Skeete got it? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Terry O'Connor, scores about 116 to 112. Michael Alexander and Marcus McDonald both scored about 116 to 113. All three in favor of the winner. He is now the British and Commonwealth welterweight champion, Frankie Gavin.
Gavin gets it. Margins of 4 rounds and 3 rounds on 2 cards. We had it a little bit closer than that, but we did give it to Gavin. There's boos and jeers from the Bradley Skeete supporters. Interesting fight, really competitive right the way down, but Gavin get the results he wanted. And my goodness, it was close.
Very close fight, difficult to score. Frankie Gavin took quite a few of the accurate left jabs from Bradley Skeete, but he is now the British and the Commonwealth champion. But Enzo Macronelli, a tough fight, difficult one to score. 2 counter punches giving their all.
Yeah, I think this was the fight that we thought maybe